Hey to my awesome women over 40. Hey y'all, hey. So I had to get the chair today, y'all, because I tried to make a short video. It ain't working because I gotta talk. I gotta talk to y'all. Woo! So I started watching YouTube learns our algorithms, and I started watching this video because this woman was talking about things for men over 50, tips and dating for women 50, 60, and 70. And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. This is my lane on YouTube, on this side of YouTube that I'm on. If you all don't know, I do have another channel on YouTube called Spark Wisdom. I've had that channel since 2009, about 40,000 subs. I have a lot of fun over there teaching about business, education, my life. It's a lot of information. This channel is really focused on marriage, men, and mindset. That's it. Unicorns and rainbows is what I like to discuss with women. And so YouTube's learned enough about me that they said, oh, this is what she's interested in. And they showed me Lisa Copeland's videos. And I started watching them. I was at the gym today. I decided to walk and listen to her podcast. And here's what I found. She is a dating coach. She's a white woman. And this is relevant just for my channel in this conversation. And because I think there are some inherent differences that I've noticed between white women and Black women as they're getting older and dating. One of which is that Black women, we tend to hold our youth longer, and white women just tend to be mean as they get older. You all don't, tend to um, hold your youth. Like you look your age. If you say you're 50, I'm like, oh, I thought you were 60. So, and again, it's not an insult. It just is what it is. I've also noticed a lot of white men with Black women as I've gotten older, 50 plus. I tend to see more white men with Black women out and about everywhere, grocery stores, festivals, events, community centers. I'm very active in my community, and I see a lot of Black women with white men as they get older. So Lisa Copeland is a dating coach for women to help you get men if you're 50, 60, or 70. And she had been married for 24 years and then divorced, took a year off, and was in a relationship for about 2.5 years. Then that didn't work. And then she was dating and then married someone. She said there was a lot of passion, but there was no friendships. After 2 years, he walked away. And the common thing that all of these men said were, Lisa, you don't know how to let a man be a man. And I thought that was very interesting because after 24, 26, 28 years of being in relationships, I'm like, whew, that's the common theme. Like, we don't have that time to waste. So this is one of the reasons why I'm huge in recommending books. I've recommended at least 50 plus books, 50 plus in my Patreon society. I've recommended probably a dozen or so just here on YouTube. One of which is Patricia Allen's Getting to I Do. That is by far the best book. You follow her book and you don't get to I Do, it's you. You're the problem. Most of the time we are the problem. When I leave comments on videos, say, hey, this is my third marriage that I'm in, and I'll leave my commentary for whatever is being said, someone will come along, some clown, and say, oh my God, you were the common factor, you were the problem. I sure was. It wasn't my exes. I can take full responsibility that I did not choose the right partners, or I didn't choose the right spouses. I just didn't. I didn't know better. Now that I know better, I chose better. The communication's better. Life is like heaven on earth. My husband and I have an amazing marriage, but it works for us. The other thing is with that dating over 50 that she mentioned is, as I'm watching her videos and I'm reading the comments, I'm like, would you really want to be going through this in your 60s, in your 50s? They are the second highest rate for syphilis. Like this is the wild, wild west. And one of the things that I want to make sure that on my channel that I convey for my women in their 40s, even in your 50s that are watching me, is you really need to move like time. You're running out of time. You're not running out of time to live. You're running out of time to secure a good quality man that you qualify for. And I got a few notes that I wrote here. You're at a stage in life where you need to wow a man. Like, you need to be so freaking amazing that you wow yourself. Now, I'm a Leo, so my nature is a little different. I'm more of an extroverted personality. Yes, I can walk into a room and talk to anybody, literally. And if this person won't talk to me, I'll find somebody else. My husband said, you set me next to a tree and I'll talk to it. My husband's a talker too. But I would say that I try my best I've worked with a stylist in the past for my business side, and I've taken a lot of those key points and tips that she provided, the advice, and integrated them into my personal side of my life as well. So most people just find me to be really, really polished. I dress really nice. I've worked on being having a very pleasant, pleasing, just personality. And I've actually, over the years, feel like I have just transformed and changed so much. I'm just so much kinder. My energy is higher. I'm more fun. Like I really enjoy myself. So like you need to figure out how to wow individuals, men, people want to be around me. People want to be my friends. I have a lot more friends now that I'm older. It's kind of the opposite. I had less friends when I was younger because I was so busy and wasn't intentional about building quality relationships. But now I have the quality and I have good relationships with the women in my Pilates studio, at the gym, in my community. I'm sitting on boards. I mean, my business is booming. I downsize it and have a lot of opportunities as an advisor. So life has shifted a lot, but a lot of this is because I recognize very quickly because men over 50 are very masculine framed men. Like these are traditional men. These are the last of the Mohicans, okay, where they grew up with their grandfathers, or they grew up building things, fixing things, paying the bills. So you all, again, I've read comments and you're meeting broke men. I don't know. I mean, you obviously are. If you say you are, I don't want to call you a liar. But some of you all are still into these bad boys, okay? I wouldn't even consider dating a man that didn't have a career and or was retired from the military or government or something in your 50s and 60s. You need to have some retirement from somewhere. And if they didn't, again, I wouldn't consider dating him. I don't want to date an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur full time for 10 years. I know the highs, the lows, the ebbs, the flows, the pressure, the stress. I don't want it. Only one of us can have that in a relationship. Um, I keep saying the dating landscape is different. How is it different, Montina? Because online is different. And when I'm watching her videos, I guess you all are lying. You're wearing shapewear and you're taking it off, and the men are, like appalled at what they see. Some of you are so heavy and you're not showing your full bodies. Like you got to be who you are. When my husband and I connected, he matched me on Match on, and again, I always remember these dates. It was so funny. On a Sunday, we met up on a Tuesday, but when he sent me a picture, this is who you're talking to. I was like, I did a video. This is me. This is who I am. I don't feel like putting on makeup. I don't feel like doing my hair. I had my hair in twists. I didn't have on no lipstick. I was exercising. I was hula hooping. So this is what I look like, and that was it. So I know some of you all are just apprehensive to do that because you're heavy, but that's who you are. You want to attract a man because you got a pretty face, and then he's seeing the waist like, oh my God, you're a big girl. So some of y'all, listen, big or small, y'all, whatever. It wouldn't even matter to me. Okay. You got to be authentically yourself. She talked about the shapewear, the makeup, the wigs and weaves, all this over the top stuff that I've seen men say they don't like online, at least the first time. Be comfortable and just go as natural as possible. So that way, at least you remove the expectation of you're going to be made up all the time. Now, me, I love lipstick. I have, it's called I always get it wrong, microblading on my eyebrows. So they're like permanent, but semi-permanent. So I always look like I have on makeup. I don't have on makeup now in this video. Okay. And I don't even filter the video. This is my skin. Okay. So do whatever is going to work for you. Marriage is different over 40. Okay. This is not the same. You're not combining all your finances together in your 40s and 50s and 60s. Okay. Because both of y'all hopefully have accumulated a good amount of income and or assets and or cash. Okay. So my husband pays all of the bills in our home. My money's the fun free, do what we want money. We do share some credit cards together, and I've had to talk with him and say, hey, baby, this statement, like this morning I had a talk, said there was $1,600 on this statement last month, the card that you use. He's like, oh, I did this and this. I'll send more money to we have a joint bank account that he'll send money to. But I got to let him know. There's times when I see something and I just pay it because I got to let him know. I do I'll buy like the food, household items, things like that. But I am not responsible for the bills. But that's how our household works. The other thing is understand what you want versus what you don't. And I'm telling you, again, if you're not on my Patreon society, you may not know this. I'm not a dating coach. Look, I do a Patreon because some of the things I want to say, I can't say here. Like it would be too, I don't want to say offensive, but there's just, creepy people and I'll never know who watching me online, so I got to put it behind the gate. You want to see it, you go pay. But I will tell you, some of you all just aren't very clear about what you want versus what you don't want. You've never taken the time to think about the type of man you want. And what you want, you might not qualify for. It just is what it is. You all want these amazing looking men. I want a fine fit man. He wants a fine fit woman, and he probably doesn't want you. If you're not going to the gym and being a little bit fit, and he's in the gym every day, unless he married you in his 20s, possibly 30s, and y'all grew together, he does not want you. I don't know why people are not being honest online about this. Am I the only one being honest online? He doesn't want a woman that's not fit if he has it together. If he doesn't have it together, he's still a little delusional too, and he still wants a woman that's a little bit fit. But more than likely, he's not going to get what he wants. You both have to compromise a little bit. My husband is not fit. Okay, he ain't fit. My husband got the little Papa Bear belly. We went out of town in New Orleans, and he didn't like some of the photos. He's like, look at my belly. That's your belly. I was like, that's how you look. I'm in the gym because I do want to look a certain kind of way, but I'm not concerned about him because I'm not concerned. Now, I'm attracted to my husband, so I don't have that problem. My husband's a very, very handsome man. He's a very chocolate man. He's my Superman. Like he does it for me. Like his build, like he does it for me. But he doesn't like his belly. But like I said, some of you all like, and my husband has missing teeth. Okay, it is what it is. He had to get some teeth pulled in the military. He had some teeth pulled about a year ago, and it just is what it is. Now, are they missing from the front here? No, but they're missing. There's some teeth missing. What else? But you all just don't. You're focusing so much on this aesthetic, and these men over 50, they're a little different. My husband is just a little different. I tell people that all the time. When you meet my husband, he's a little bit different, and he is. There's no way to describe it. He's an Aquarius. His personality is very unique. It just is, and he's a jokester. So move with a sense of urgency because you don't want to be in your 60s. I can't imagine being in my 60s dating unless I was a widow. And if I was a widow, if some of you all have lost a spouse, I would only date another widower. I have a neighbor that was married about 41 years, and she asked me about dating, and I told her kind of how I met my husband, this and that, and what to look for. And she actually has a gentleman around her age in his 70s. He was married like 40 something years, so they have that in common where they can talk about their spouses, because that's not something you're going to want to let go. My husband is so good to me. He's so easy to love. If something happened to him and I had to date in my 60s or 70s, I don't know, first of all, if I would, but I don't know that I wouldn't. I mean, because at a certain age, it's not about the intimacy. It's just about companionship. And I say the same thing for him, that I would only date another widower. I wouldn't want to date someone that had never been married. I'm not looking for adventures. I'm looking to just live out a precious life and be a companion and take care of them and they take care of you. So you all, again, I don't know. Today I was like, dang, do I want to continue to make videos for y'all? Are you listening? You want to know what men want? Go listen to Kevin Samuels. It is a hard pill to swallow sometimes when you're hearing him rate the women and talk about what men want, but it's the truth. This is, and if you're happy being single, I'm happy for you. But if you're watching my video and you're all the way here to the end, you're not happy being single, but you really want to be self-aware because the level of delusion is not helping you. You need to be on the dating sites, number one, that are paid. Don't get on these, Tinder and all that, Bumble, unless it's paid. You don't have the time to deal with people that can't put a credit card in. You also want to go and be active in your community. Go to the dog parks, go to the council meetings, go to the commissioner meetings, go to work events. Get your butt out the house. Go to the grocery store. Go in the morning. Go in the evenings. Go to the gym. Go to classes. Go where the men are. Some of you all have friends that have kids that play Little League. Well, the grandparents are sitting out, the grandpas. Okay, they ain't got nothing else to do. My husband used to go before I met him. We have a community park where we live, and we have a couple of football teams that play. He used to go up there on Saturdays and watch the games. He didn't know none families or kids. You all are not moving with a sense of urgency, and it's actually scaring me a little bit for some of you because I'm like, are you thinking about your future? There is a business side to marriage. There's a romantic side of marriage. Think about what it is that you want. So anyways, I got to start my day. I had to get some things done. I hope that you all attract the love that you desire and deserve. Get in my Patreon. I'm doing it because, again, there's certain things I can't say here. And then I see some of you all comment. Get over there at least get behind the gate for a month. Get the information and you can leave. But I'm on a mission to help you get married. This is fun, but I don't really want to do this much longer. It's kind of like, how much more can I talk about? I'm not Kevin Samuels. See, I got a man. I am busy every single weekend in September. Then October we have off. And then in November we're going out of the country. In December we're going out of the country. We travel all the time. We're traveling, matter of fact, out the country in September. We are busy on the weekends, going to concerts, doing things around the house. Like if y'all notice, I do these in the morning and I'm done. Okay, I'm in gym clothes. I just put some lipstick on so I look a little halfway decent, and I'm done. My hair is still back up. I come in and do this, but I don't have to do it. I got a man. I'm happy with my man. And, I used to think like, why don't women come on and share? Because they happy. And because you don't want to listen and you don't want to do the work. Now I'm starting to understand like how much more, like the people I see that are doing all this dating stuff, I'm a dating coach and I'm out here doing all these different courses for women because that's what they do full time. I do a lot of other things full time. Okay. Including sitting on national board for small business. I'm going to Congress in the White House next month. Yay! I've been in the White House before for a summit, but that I digress. So, anyways, I really don't know what else to say. I mean, if y'all ask questions, I can answer them, but this isn't as hard as you all are making it. This is like super not hard. Read the books. Y'all watching us on YouTube, I'm just like, read the books. I'm just regurgitating now from the books and living my best life based on the content that I've learned. And now I'm just kind of moving on to just reading regular things and listening to podcasts and being active in my community. And I want a good obituary. And that sounds crazy, but I have a friend that's an advisor for me, and his father passed. I read that obituary. I said, wow. I mean, I was like, I want an obituary. I want a life that reflects that I lived, I was here, and I made a mark. Okay. Anyways, I'm moving on and on and on. I'm just rumbling at this time. Get it together, y'all. You ain't got time. Y'all, all this time that you wasting, all I can say is you better get your ish together. I'll see you in the next video.